I got a green screen. Can you see it? One thing I forgot to explain is what exactly is EggRaw.
Egg.
So the idea of EggRaw is that I can create more content to the channel without relying too much on my brother, who edits the easy to any good videos. So sorry if at least the first ones are a little weird. I know that a lot of people complained about the sound on the first video, but I'm doing all of that by myself, so yeah, sorry about that. And another thing, I was very sick. So as you can see, I'm speaking kind of like that. And I'm cutting a lot because otherwise you would be hearing me coughing all the time. So again, sorry. Hope this one is a little bit better.
I'm waiting. Hey, I'm growing a beard out here.
But anyway, this video is about my experience with the Xbox. I've always been a Nintendo person first, but I always also navigated between all video game consoles from the era. And I've had Mega Drives, Genesis for the US, Master Systems, Saturns, Dreamcast, PlayStations. I think I have every single PlayStation console. But one thing that escaped me was the Xbox. The original Xbox was not exactly a thing in Brazil. The console that was more popular there on that age was the PlayStation 2, basically because you could pirate all games.
Stop! The brass is what we'll polish and the deck is what we'll mop.
You say you're nasty pirate, scheming, thieving, bad bushwhackers. From what I've seen, I tell you, you're not pirates, you're just slackers.
A pirate I was meant to be, trim the sails and roam the sea.
It was actually very hard to find PlayStation 2 consoles that are not unlocked, or even PlayStation 2 original games in Brazil back then. And for me, if I would buy an original video game, I would buy for the GameCube. But I have always been very curious about all the games on the Xbox. There were several games that I really wanted to play back then, and I couldn't.
The Resistance needed a hero. What they got was a fearless, courageous, unrelenting warrior.
I'm back.
I've never played these games myself, I only saw videos of them. My first experience with the Xbox in general was the Xbox 360, and I got one for Christmas. I don't remember exactly the year, but it was a bundle where it would come with Perfect Dark Zero, Cameo, and PGR3, and I played the three of them a lot back then. I also played a lot of Halo 3, but it seems that I stole the game from my brother. But it was very fun. Back then we didn't use to pay to play online, so paying for Xbox Gold wasn't a thing that I was really thinking about. It's completely different today because we have to actually sign up for every kind of stream service in existence in order to do anything. Media-wise, right? Including video games. I remember I got the video game, I finished Halo 3, so I played all the three games a lot. Perfect Dark Zero, I believe I finished the game. Cameo, I almost got all the achievements. And PGR3, I think it's one of the racing games that I played the most. And I remember I finished Halo 3 and I was trying to play again, like on a harder difficulty, when it happened. I got the 3 red lights of death. I sent my video game to service, and I got it I think a month later or so, and I started playing Mass Effect. It was the first time. It was an amazing game, but I couldn't finish the game because right in the end I got the pre-realize of death again. So I sent the console once more to service. When it came back, I finished Mass Effect, and I've never turned that video game on again. A lot of time passed. We were on a new generation of video games, and I got my PS4 already, and I was looking into the Xbox One, but they did a terrible job with marketing it, and it felt like I was kind of buying a media box that played video games instead of a video game that may play movies or something like that. So I completely skipped the Xbox One. There was absolutely no games that I was interested in. Yeah, and I just ignored that video game completely. So the years passed, I got to Canada, and like everyone else, we went through a pandemic. And right in the middle of the pandemic, they decided to release the new generation of consoles. So we got the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X or S. Terrible names. But anyway, they released right in the middle of the pandemic, and well, we got another phenomena from the pandemic: the scalpers. So I was looking to buy a PlayStation 5, but it was impossible to get it, unless you of course decide to pay thousands of dollars. So I decided to wait. And the thing is that the time passed, and there was nothing interesting for me on the PlayStation 5. Returnal and Ratchet & Clank were the only games that kinda made me interested, but again, it's not a reason for me to buy a video game console. So I decided to wait, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and nothing actually made me interested in the PlayStation 5. Every game that was interesting were also coming out on the PlayStation 4, and I already have my PlayStation 4 here at home. I looked into the options. Game Pass was everywhere, so I decided to get the $1 promotion for a month on Game Pass. And I actually bought an Xbox controller. I really like their controllers, and I use it to play online through the browser, through the cloud.
What cloud? What cloud?
And I actually really enjoyed a lot. I played through the entirety of Hellblade and the entirety of both Ori games, and the service worked decently. I mean, I'm pretty sure I died a lot on Ori because of some lag or some stuff like that, but again, it worked amazingly. And Forza, I also played a lot of Forza Horizon, so I was really interested in what the Xbox was offering. I checked the Game Pass library, and there were some amazing games from generations past that I've never enjoyed. So I said, you know what? I'm going to get an Xbox. And the good thing is that Xbox has that all access thing, and that's interesting because as a Brazilian coming to Canada, one of the things that you find it's weird is that in Brazil, everything you buy you can split in installments on the credit card, and that's a way for us to be able to have some stuff that would be impossible in case you would pay for the full price right away. So here you have to pay full price, and we were still in the middle of the pandemic, and I need to care for my family, right? So I can't go through a risk of paying too much money right away while we don't know exactly what's going to happen in the world in the middle of the pandemic. And Microsoft have a plan called All Access, where we would have 2 years of Game Pass, and I would be able to buy an Xbox Series X and split into 24 months. And it would actually be cheaper than paying the full price for the Xbox and the Game Pass. So I got that. 24 months of Game Pass, and I'm paying $43 a month. Great. I got an Xbox Series X as my first new generation console, and I'm enjoying it a lot. It's the reason why I started streaming. I started streaming Halo for the first time, and yeah, I played through the entire Halo series for the first time. And I'm going through so many amazing games through Game Pass, games that I left behind back then because either I didn't have a console or I didn't want to turn it on because it would die. I'm playing Halo, I'm playing Fable, I'm playing Forza, I'm playing a lot of things that I would never imagine I would be playing. And you know what? It's the greatest idea that I have because right now, nowadays, it's October 27th, 2023. I still didn't buy a PlayStation 5 because the only interesting game for me on that console is Final Fantasy 16 and now Spider-Man. So yeah, I'll probably get it by the end of the year. But again, I would buy a PlayStation 5 for the future Final Fantasy 16, or I would buy an Xbox with 4 generations of games that I never played. It was an easy decision and it was the best decision I could have made. And yeah, that's it. That's my Xbox experience. I'm loving the console and it's an amazing addition for my video game collection. And how about you watching this video now? Now that you can hear me, do you play an Xbox? Do you enjoy the video game? Do you enjoy the library of the console? Which are the best games of the Xbox? Please tell me in the comments because it's a world of games that I'm just experiencing right now. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day and see you all in the next video. Bye bye. So it's time for the new section, the best comment of all time on the latest videos. I'm going to add an echo there to make it interesting. So on my stream of Super Mario Wonder, the part 3 of it, Hinge8626 said, Yo,